Folks, obviously the income examples discussed are extraordinary. The income claims presented are not intended to serve as a guarantee of income. Instead, they're designed to give you an idea of what's possible. Success in this business requires leadership, hard work, and dedication. Since we want to help you make an informed decision, we've gone above and beyond with our income disclosure document. If you want to see the average earnings, please visit the page at www.empowernetwork.com/income.php.
Hello and welcome to Empower Our Call. This is Alex Zubarev, and we have some technical difficulties. Hopefully you guys can hear me. It's Monday night, and you're probably wondering what's this Empower Network all about, and probably got an email or text message or something like that. Well, there are people dialing from 6 continents. We're broadcasting live on the internet, and what I can tell you, Empower is something different, totally unique, and you might have heard that before, but take that from my 6 or 7 years experience online. I started pretty much from zero, just probably many of you guys, and you probably, you might be maybe just came home from a job that you hate, like I did. Like I used to hate my job, so I wanted always to escape that rat race. So always was looking for opportunity to take my life to the next level, right? Because I have a family, I have 2 little ones. I just didn't want to sit in a cubicle for the rest of my life. And, I never had support from my family and friends, probably maybe like you. And my wife was a skeptic, big skeptic. She never really believed in anything that's happening outside of a job, and I was joining different opportunities, different MLMs, trying whatever it takes, guys, whatever I could do, to escape that job. And she's probably dialing right now. She's saying pound with the down call.
Yes, I'm here.
As well.
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Oh, awesome. You made it. Oh, nice of you.
I know. Long time no hear you, honey.
Hey, why don't you take the mic and introduce yourself?
Well, first and foremost, welcome everyone, and welcome to the Monday Night Empower Hour, which Alex and I graciously hosting for you all. We humbled actually. Every single day that I wake up and I go to bed, I actually just always thanking my lucky stars and thanking my husband for the opportunity that we currently live in, the life we live. But before I go on and share my story, and then I'm going to introduce my husband with continuing his story, I would like to share a little bit of background of where I come from, where I was, where I'm going, guys. Because a lot of you guys that are on the call tonight are brand new into this business. You might be brand new into this business. You might be just started it just within recent times, and some of you might be here for a while. So you know us, you know our stories. You've seen us speak on stage. You've seen us all over social media, if you will, right? Because what is internet marketing without social media, right? And I'd like to say that social media is a huge part of my life. But anyways, going back to our story, Alex and I have been married for over 15 years. Actually, this February 19th, we just celebrated our 15-year anniversary since we got hitched, right? Before then, my family immigrated into this country. I turned 16 years old when I was here, pretty much. I came and my birthday was like last month. So let's call it, I came here when I was a teenager. I went to school. I went to 2-year college. I graduated, and coming from a very general background, I really knew nothing about business. I knew nothing about how anything in that nature would work, right? So my mother would always tell me, you have to go to school, you have to create some kind of an education for yourself in order to become someone, right? And I come from a background where my mother and my father were blue-collar people, worked Monday through Friday, and, coming from a communism country, which was Russia back in the day. So Alex and I are both from former republics of Russia. Now it's just Belarus, where I'm from, and Alex is from Ukraine, which is two different countries separated from Russia. But we call it, former republics of Russia because this is where we were born. This is how we were raised in a communism kind of a world, right, before it collapsed in 1991. Being said that, our family have always had general idea of life where they had to work 40 to 50 years of their life and possibly retire, right? And throughout that time, raise children, take once-a-year vacation possibly, and, it's just a little bit to that life, right? But the time when we came into this country, we didn't have a lot of money with us, but we had family that supported us, showed us the vision. Alex and I met each other. We got married. We started to work after school. We got jobs, right? We created ourselves corporate careers. We created ourselves, this 9-to-5 kind of a model life, right, where we had to do, 9 to 5. We had weekends to ourselves. We had vacations once or twice a year. And, it was not a regular kind of an income we were earning. We were just above average of regular income, if you will. We've earned everything we have, Alex and I have together. We've made it together. What I'm trying to make a point to you guys, with our story, Alex and I have always thought of, always thought of owning some sort of a business together, and I didn't find myself to even picture to work in a retail, 7 days a week. That was not a life for me. Alex didn't picture himself, being tied up to some sort of a business where he had to, grind and being unhappy pretty much. But so there was always, that general thought in our heads when, we would come from work tired, not able to do whatever, right? And we would always have discussions. What is it that we want to do for the rest of our life? Do we really want to work, enslave our butts of working for Uncle Sam, right? That was kind of a very vague idea of owning our own business. So one day, my husband was introduced to this business where I only came as a wife on board to this business 2 years later, if not longer. I don't remember. I think he started it in 2009, and I came on board in 2012. So it was definitely more than 2 years. So with being said that, guys, having our own business, it's not an easy task. It's not. But the beauty of it, the beauty of having your own business, is you have the ability to spend amount of hours and dedicate your passion, your drive towards the dream that you're working for as much as you can, because your why will eventually become your biggest drive towards achieving your biggest goal. So this is exactly what happened to us. So coming back, and I'm going to start my story, and if Alex wants to add something else additionally, I'm going to let him do that later. But with being said that, my story is a little different than Alex's because I'm my own person, right? Even though Alex and I have been married, it's like, it takes two to tango. It is right. So with being said that, in 2012, when Alex decided to join, to actually take himself to another level of going to a life event. This was in April. He attended a different event outside of Empower Network because Empower Network I don't think it existed yet. So he decided to join a life event for another company. And this is when he came home, and I saw a completely different man. I saw a completely different husband who had passion in his eyes, who had drive in his eyes. He had an incredible, this irresistible kind of a power to him when he came home after this. And he said, "That's it, honey. We have to go together to a life event." And then he he's taken me into a live event, which I joined in September of 2012. It was my birthday, and we joined together. We went to San Diego event for Empower Network, which was the second event. I haven't had the chance to go to the first event in Atlanta, Georgia, but, you know, it is what it is. So my very first event was San Diego, and let me tell you something, guys. It was an incredible, incredible event for me. I got to, Alex and I got into a rank of top 25 back already then on the leaderboard. So we were treated into a night on a yacht around San Diego Harbor, you know, looking out on, you know, the sunset, you know, connecting. It was my very first night going to somewhere at the event, and there we went to on a yacht for like 2 or 3 hours alongside, sitting on the same place with Tracy Walker, Nicole Cooper, Dee and Justin Lorenza, David Wood and David Sharp. It was just, the names of the people that were there, it was just staggering, guys. I mean, I couldn't believe myself. Somebody had to pinch me. That's how exciting this was. This was not even excitement. It was a surreal feeling. Me, complete newbie, coming into this business, becoming so lucky enough to be surrounded by these people who have achieved so much greater before I even had a chance to even understand who they really was. So it was absolutely incredible, surreal feeling for me coming there and being connected to these people who I knew so very little about. All I knew, they were top producers in this company. They were producing way before even joining Empower Network. So they were internet marketers, huge, big names. For me, I was in complete shock even being there. Fast forward 6 months later down the road, we came into my second event, which was Austin, Texas. And that's exactly when I had my biggest breakthrough. This is when I had my biggest breakthrough at that event. This event held, I believe, over 3,000 people, where it was in the same place, location. And before the event started, Empower Network used to have these all-day kind of a retreat kind of a thing for also top producers, where Alex and I also got into the, you know, we achieved the status of being a top producer as well for Austin, Texas event. So being said that, Thursday night, I remember it exactly, not Thursday night, it was Thursday morning, we went to all-day speakers training in a hotel room, again, with the top 30 producers at that time of Empower Network. Being said that, guys, so coming back to the same room with the same people 6 months later, and again, connecting with them, speaking to them, you know, understanding how they spoke, because again, coming from a different background, me, Anna Zagrev, just not knowing a whole lot about network marketing altogether or marketing period. For me, it was absolutely surreal feeling, guys. So this is when I've happened to connect with several people at the time who, one of them had mentioned to me, Anna, why don't you do the same? Why don't you be on board with your husband 100% and try to, you know, be on the same level, right? So to me, these words were, I don't know how, but I transformed. My transformation happened just from that person saying those words to me. This was absolutely just like mind-blowing. So going forward, guys, every single event that I've attended, there was only 2 events that we did not make it because they were actually simultaneously happening to another event that Empower was doing at the time. So the biggest breakthroughs, guys, that I've experienced was during the event. So what Empower does for me, what Empower has done for me personally, guys, it transformed my life. It transformed my mindset. I don't look at things from the same perspective anymore. Whether it was 2 years ago when I had it was 2 years ago when I had my corporate job, right? And I was, I would come home from work, watch some idiot box, which was TV, right? Then, go to sleep, whatever, it was just like so little to life. Come to think about it, right? Coming back to the time when I knew so little about outside world, right? And I'm talking about because my circles were only just the friends that had the same boring-ass jobs, the people that, I saw in the streets that lived in my neighborhood that had different mindsets than me. I mean, today my life has been different. My life is different. Just for one sole reason, because the people we connected with, right? The inspirational stories we've seen, right, throughout the entire 3 years that we've joined Empower Network. The transformational life that we've experienced, right? What have happened to us? How we raised our children now? What do I teach my daughter today? I tell her every single day, sweetie, you do have to go to school. You have to do the schooling however you want to do it. You have to bring the 100. But at the end of the day, when you graduate your school, you have to become your own boss. You are never going to work for anyone telling you what you have to be doing, how you have to dress, how you have to look, how you have to talk, how you have to live your life. No. This is how I raise my daughter, and this is what we teach our children every single day. I mean, our son is going to be turning 4 years old soon. Our daughter is turning 8 very soon in a month. So this is the time, right? How we raise our children. This is what my parents never had the opportunity to teach me. Even though I really had a happy childhood. I really did not know any struggles, even though, it was somewhat very, very general, basic life we were living back in those days, right, when I was growing up. But living life today has been different. Being surrounded by incredible people, incredible friends, just to name the few, people who constantly lift me up, people that constantly inspire me. Just at the end of December, when I broke my wrist, oh my gosh, I only posted one picture on Facebook, and there has been tons, gazillion people reached out to me, telling me, they sending me their prayers. Guys, this has been the most impactful time for me when my wrist was broken, because the community of people we've been surrounded with, this has been nothing I've ever experienced in my whole entire life. I love every single one of people that we've met in this journey of being joined in Empower Network 3 years. And just to name the few, right? Kevin and Melissa Connect, we go way back. Justin and Diva Ranger. We're talking about the leaderboards here, right? We're talking about Tracy Walker and her fiance Greg, right? We're talking about Kilo here. We're talking about people who constantly lift us up. And I really have to name a few. Chris Jones, from all the people who have always supported us. And just another thing I'd like to say as well, guys, no matter what happens, by the end of the day, Alex and I have our back. We have our back. I have his back, he has my back. For the sole purposes, guys, it takes two to tango. It really, really does. So just it's another example of what I'm trying to say here is this, guys. When I was not 100% on board with this business, Alex was producing results. Yes, he was. But was he producing the same results when I came on board and started to support him 100%? No, he wasn't. So the results are not typical, guys. Just today, Alex, just notice that, the total amount that we are approaching close to achieving the biggest achievement of our lives is earning, Empower Network, $1 million status rank, guys. We are 100K away from it, guys. The results are not typical. We work our butt off for this. And I promise you guys, no matter what you do, no matter how you look at it, if you put your mind to anything you want to achieve in your life, believe me, guys, you'll be able to achieve anything as long as you focus, you dedicate 100% of yourself to the outcome that you really, really want. The other key factor, guys, is the belief system. So when you are new in this business, you have no one to turn to. Guys, the biggest believer is going to be you guys. Before anyone else believes in you, you really have to believe in the power of your success, guys. One of my favorite quotes, I'm going to try to find it really quick or say it to you guys. It's about freedom, guys. It's really powerful, and here it is, guys. So if you want freedom, you have to risk your freedom to get there, guys. Just listen to these words. If you want freedom, you have to risk your freedom to get there. So what that means is this, guys. How badly do you want to achieve the status of, earning a specific amount of money in the industry, right? And I'm not specifically saying anywhere. I'm just saying. You have to create yourself a focus, guys. You have to create, you have to create yourself a goal within a specific timing. When are you going to achieve this goal? What are you going to do about it? Create yourself a checklist. What are your daily productions that you're going to be doing towards achieving this goal, right? Create yourself, guys, surround yourself with people who constantly will motivate you, will lift you up, who will optimize you, right? Not optimize you, give you optimistic, right? Positive vibes, If you have those naysayers, family and friends or whatnot, I'm not saying for you not to talk to them, but your best way of dealing with it is just ignore that noisy kind of a sound, right, that's coming from the other ear, or what it is that you're doing, why you need it, go back to your 9 to 5. I mean, I've heard gazillion times. Both my mother and Alyssa's mother would constantly tell us, guys, go back to your job. This is not happening for you. We've heard it a million times. Oh, my God. And just to name a few, how many roadblocks Alex had throughout this time. Oh, my God. Back last April, this was the most horrible thing that ever happened. Alex been kicked out from every single autoresponder you could name a few. He had subscribers list with over 40,000 subscribers, guys. And, we had to really kind of kill that list because, A, the list was completely irresponsive. The list was completely dead. So we had to kill that list. So we had to make some really harsh decisions, guys, in this business. So that's exactly what that quote comes in. If you want your freedom, you have to risk your freedom to get there. Okay? So it doesn't matter, guys, how long it takes. It matters what outcome you're going to get from it. How you're going to live your life. What is your goal with this, right? I'm here only to inspire maybe even one person out of the people who is listening to this call. If my job is, guys, on the social media side, is always give positivity, right, to people who reach out to me, to people that I connected with on the social media level, right? Social media is, after all, is about engagement, right? How are you connecting with people you're connected with, right? Are you giving them positivity on a daily basis, right? I mean, it's just mind-blowing what 2015 is going to bring. Not only we are able today connect with people on social media level, just few years ago we would not have been dreamed of connecting with, right? With the people that we became friends with from all walks of life, Chris and Susan Beasley. If it wasn't for Empower Network, we would never even heard of them. Shakir Hussain, another guy from UK, right? Princess Sid, people from New Zealand and Australia, Sarita. The girl just crossed 100K, right? I'm just going to give a big shout out, guys. Big shout out to Ella Clausen, another former, I guess, person who, I guess her family immigrated from Russia as well, or Ukraine and whatnot. She just crossed 200K. I mean, guys, the results aren't typical. The results are happening to these people who actually work their butts off for this. So, with that being said, guys, I'm every single day grateful for everything that has happened in my life, that is happening to my life. Every single day I wake up or I go to bed thinking, let me be grateful for everything that is happening to me, to my husband, and to my family. Because if it wasn't for my husband, if it wasn't for that friend that, on that rainy night that came and showed us that bottle that looked like a wine and introduced this business to us, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be speaking, sharing our life with you today. We would be still probably, grinding our 9-to-5 kind of a job, going to and from work, taking 2 hours a day just to travel to this goddamn forsaken work. I hate New York City subways. We live in New York, and let me tell you something. New York City subways sucks for me. Public transportation sucks, guys. I cannot stand the thought even taking this train somewhere. One sole reason, guys. I used to sleep on a train to a freaking stranger on the way to work. That's someone. That is a creepy thought. I don't know, some of you know New York City, but New York City is not the cleanest city in the world, but it's the most fascinating city in the world to live in, actually. Every single day I'm very grateful that we live in this big apple, freezing apple. It has been freezing in this city this winter, and I'm pretty sure it has been freezing everywhere else in the country. But with being said that, guys, I'm going to pass my mic to my wonderful husband who have been my partner for the past 15 years, my friend, my lover, my husband, whoever you want it, I've been honored to be a wife, and just I'm very proud to say you're an amazing man. And Alex, the mic is yours. Please go ahead and just continue with whatever it is you were planning to say.
Wow, Anna, you just rocked the house. This is awesome. I was just watching feedback and watching people on Facebook getting feedback about your stories. Oh my God, you're gonna check right now. But guys, I really want to address, guests. There's a lot of guests on the line. Last time I checked, it was over 1,000 people on the line. What I really want to tell you guys, look. We're all looking for a solution, right? We're all looking for a solution to our problems, right? Look, I tried so many different companies. I realized over the years that what David Wood created with Empower Network is something very, very unique. Because I got to a point where I probably joined over 20 different MLM companies because my why was big enough. I wanted to escape that 9-to-5, right? I wanted to live life on my terms. I wanted to stay home and work whenever I want, part-time, from my laptop, from the beach, from anywhere, right? And I was willing to do whatever it takes. I was willing to join every single company and see if I can build full-time income from home. But I did not have experience that. I did not know that in order to do that, especially part-time, if you're trying to build a business online part-time, you need to have a couple of crucial components in your business. What are they? Very simple, really. Automation, number one. You need to have automated systems, right? You need to have capture pages. You need to have sales videos. You need to have follow-up emails. You need to have autoresponder in place. You need to have proven ad copy that converts. You need to have a blog, right? The central home on the internet is the blog. That's where your prospects connect with you and resonate with your vision, with your passion, right? With your value, with your core value. That's where the magic happens. Plus, compensation plan. You need to have high-ticket commissions, right? You need to have 3 different types of income streams that are happening in your business. So what are they? Number 1, you need to have low-ticket offer. What do I mean by low-ticket? You need something that converts on the front end, right? Something that's resistance-free, right? Something that is not a big commitment for people, right, when people join, right? Second, you need to have residual income, right? We all have residual bills, right? We're all getting those. Well, we stopped watching TV because watching TV just keeps people broke. That's my belief, and that's Anna's belief. That's every leader's belief. You need to, and you on this call, you on this call, you understand that because by watching TV, just watching your life go away, right? So the second component is residual, right? You need to have those residual payments, residual money that's coming in every single month, no matter what, whether you're sick, whether you're traveling, whether you're on vacation, whether something else is going on in your life. Those commissions come every single month, right? So that's number 2. Number 3 is high-ticket commissions, right? High-ticket commissions, that's lifestyle income. That's what allows you to quit your job. That's what allows you to travel anytime you want with whoever you want, right? Because my definition of freedom is being able to do whatever you want anytime you want with whoever you want. So think about this. That's my definition of freedom. And how can you do that? If you have 3, you need to have 3 components. You need to have those 3 income streams coming in, right? So that's exactly what, I don't know, one day David Wood was walking through a jungle in Costa Rica, and he had that idea downloaded into his brain. And guess what? He implemented it, right? How many of us have brilliant ideas, but we never take action on it? We never take action. We always have excuses, overtake our decision-making mechanism, right, if you will, and we just, life gets in the way, or we need to do this, or we need to do that, right? We need to watch Dancing with the Stars on TV. We need to watch something else on TV, and nothing happens. You might have a great idea, but if you're not taking action on that idea, it doesn't matter, right? So he implemented that idea right away, and like Anna said, I've been struggling, guys. I've been, trying to make it work, but not until one day I realized I need to go to a live event, right? This is when the magic happened, right? Because by sitting behind the computer, doing different things, it's a little bit different, right? When you meet the right people and mentors that can take your game to the next level, right? It's cool to follow gurus online, it's all good watching those webinars and trainings, but if you're not actually stepping outside of the comfort zone, chances are it's not going to happen for you, right? So this is exactly what happened to me. I went outside of my comfort zone, and I went to that live event, and I met Dave, and I've been kind of following him for a while, for a couple of years, and I saw he was successful in blogging and all that good stuff, right? But when I met him, I saw he's authentic, right? He's real, because we all put people on pedestal, if you will, gurus that who am I? This guy is just made out of millions. He's just basically just printing money on demand. How can I do this? I'm just a very average guy, and I don't have perfect English either, how can I do this, right? So that's when the magic happens, when you go to the live event and you see those people, and they made from the same flesh and blood. They have the same motivation. They want to help people. They really authentic. So I'm I had a breakthrough. I'm man, I can do this too. So I just went full force. I just went in, all in, 100%. I got all the products, and I just went to work, right, part-time, on my dreams, after work. I would come home and exhausted from that JOB I hated. I used to work for a publishing company. I was exhausted, guys. I was exhausted. I would come home. I did not have support, right? Anna did not support me right now. So I had to fight for my freedom, at work and at home, right? So I would want to work, whatever it was, 2-3 hours every single night. But by having the right vehicle, right, by having the right system with the right compensation plan, I was able to achieve it. Because I saw people did that before me, right? I just followed in the footsteps. Guys, I just followed in the freaking footsteps. I saw a freaking Asian guy, Lawrence Tam, do it, part-time, but similar job, cubicle job that he hated, but he wanted to stay home with the kids, and he did it. And I'm like, if he can do it, I can do it, right? It's all about belief level. So if you're listening to my voice, to my words, you're realizing that you can do exactly the same thing. If I can do it, you can do it, right? That's the magic. That's what the belief level kicks in, and that's when you join that link that you got via email or text message or somebody called you, whatever. Just get in. Get inside and see what it is, So this is exactly what happened to me. I just followed in the footsteps of people that did it before. And we're about to cross $1 million. But it's not about me. It's about you guys. It's about success stories like Sarita, right? It's about Michael Martin, who retired his wife, from a corporate banking job. It's about so many other people. I think I have over a dozen people on my team that's making $10,000 a month. There's often a typical please-hear income disclaimer at empower income, but nonetheless, it's happening, guys, whether you're doing it or not. We're coming all the way to the top, right? My vision is to create 100 more $10,000 earners this year. That's my vision. What is your vision? What if I would stop? What if I did not join? I would not affect 10,000 people if I let my excuses overtake my passion and my vision and my belief level, right? So what are you going to do? That's my question. What are you going to do late Monday night? Maybe you're watching a replay. Maybe it's a different night. What are you going to do tomorrow? Different. That's going to make a difference in your life, in your world. How are you going to live your life? How are you going to inspire your children? How are you going to inspire your family? If you keep doing the same dang thing, if you keep going to that JV that you hate, like I did, what are you going to do? That's my question to you. Because success leaves clues, guys. Success always leaves clues. You need to have the right system. You need to be connected to the right people, to the right mentors. You need to have access to the right products that teach you marketing, how to market online, how to scientifically engineer any income from home by plugging into the right system and learning from the product. That's how you do it. That's why we have so many success stories. This is why it's happening. This is why still, brand new guy on my team, he just fell to me, and I think he made around $1,000. This is why another guy, Lavish from India, right? Without perfect English as well, just made, I think, $3,000 commission, $3,000 sale. That makes a huge difference on people's lives. So what are you going to do about your life? Are you going to keep doing what you've been doing? Or are you going to step up your game and do whatever it takes and get in and get all in and meet us in the next event in Nashville? That question is with you, my friend. So with that, it's been a pleasure. I want to see your success story. I really want to hear your success story. So get back to the person who invited you to this call and get following. And we'll see you on the beaches of the world. Love you. Take care. Bye-bye. And while you're still on the line, Anna wants to talk some more.
Oh my God, Alex, you're just too funny. You just say it. You have a funny way of, saying goodbye, right? But needless to say, guys, the only other thing I just wanted to add for those that are still remaining on the line is, guys, we appreciate every single one of you. We love you guys. Achieve your dreams by helping others, guys. I recently have listened to an interview by some very influential, person who said it. If you want to earn $1 million, you have to help 1 million people. So, guys, we're here for you. We're here for a team who is crushing it. And we love the team consistency. We love everyone. We just, we loving people. We peaceful people and we funny people. We love to party as well. But needless to say, guys, thank you so much for all the love you've given us, for all the respect, for all the everything. I mean, guys, go ahead, achieve your dreams. For those that are new and starting in this business, for our friends who keep continuing achieving their business, right? Achieving their goals. Just pursue your dreams as badly as you really want to. And closing out this line, guys, just wanted to say lastly, achieve your dreams by pursuing them. How badly do you want it? Don't have any naysayers telling you cannot do this. Don't pay attention to any of that stuff. Anyways, Alex, do you have anything else to say lastly?
Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. Just make a decision. Make a decision to live your life to its fullest. Inspire others, because that's the legacy you're going to leave behind. This is the perfect vehicle. You're in the right time. You're in the right place. So don't let critics or even naysayers, but a lot of us have those negative thoughts just because we have past failures. They telling us, oh, who are you to succeed or blah blah blah. Don't pay attention to that. Absolutely, don't pay attention to that. Just let it go in 1 year. Let it come out another year. Success is proof, like I said before. Follow successful people and you will be successful. Follow successful people and you will be successful, right? So with that, guys, join the team. Click the link in the email, and we'll see you guys on the inside. And we'll see you guys in the next event in Nashville. Thanks for joining us, and take care.